to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Rams and the Chargers, and it comes your way next.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading them out, it's the third-year man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw out wide to Walker. Oh, what a move. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Sticking with Walker on second down. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Matthew McCrane now for the field goal try. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. McCrane able to knock this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason. But here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. That'll be 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and
the Rams got him. They bring him down. Khalil Mack, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And as we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's got him in. Complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He'll buy some time right. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 33-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sport. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. A first throw for the backup, Ryan. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
York able to send this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Right back to him on 1st down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. little too far. It brings up third down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
To throw, Cousins. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. John Ross. One play, 75 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now Cade York for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Cousins throw completed to Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Cousins. And he wisely will throw that one away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray.
7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that ball really deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
2nd and 4.
The Rams 31-yard line.
A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Julian Blackman bringing him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Ryan firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's in for the Charger touchdown. Latavius Murray. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Cousins on 1st down. Right side complete to Mechie. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Cousins. Phillips has it running the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Cousins. This will be complete to Mechie. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll throw again. Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get over.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Cousins to throw it. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, Los Angeles.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now Cousins. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. This ball caught by Mechie. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Cousins. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on it quickly once more. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing is Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kerry Hyder flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
McCrane's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They go play action now. Ryan. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson take possession of the football. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Cousins now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown! Jermichael Hasty from 3 yards out. And the Rams have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, a run with Breida. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On first down, here's Breida. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From midfield now, here's Ryan. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
For once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here's Ryan. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Tackled on the play by Damari Mathis. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
The 26-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets this one to Mechie. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Rams.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. There comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Ryan. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. On 3rd down, Cousins. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. McCrane's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And Ryan's throw caught by Gray. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on it.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Chargers, first down. First and 10, 46-yard line.
A run between the tackles with Breida, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming out, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan over the middle, and he's got Gray. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
To the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Hoping that's a mood issue as they try to finish this one off. He finds his man complete. That's Phillips. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Room here to run. Touchdown, Jermichael Hasty, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Rams use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On first down, Ryan. And that is incomplete here.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan, he's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. So the LA Rams with a victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
She-Bag got me.